hopefully. Okay, it looks like we are live. Beautiful. All right, so this is going to be a short one, guys. I just wanted to go over this because I see everybody talking about it. I see that Sega has officially released a Sonic timeline, so we're not guessing what game goes where. We're not guessing, oh, like, is this canon? Like, did this even really happen? Does this make sense? No, it's all right here for us. So we're gonna go over it real quick. It's gonna be a shorter stream because I do have work later, so it's just gonna be a little me talking. That's all. But yeah, we have an official Sega timeline. Give me a second, I might actually turn my camera on. Hold on. All right, there we go. Beautiful. All right, wonderful. Here we go. So prehistory. We've got destruction and regeneration by Dark Gaia and Light Gaia. At some point, Dark Gaia, which grew over millions of years, destroyed the Earth, and Light Gaia healed it, repeating the same history. So this, I'm assuming, is like Sonic's version of the Big Boom, it sounds like, technically. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. Okay, I don't think we're gonna go that heavy into it. Um, but we are. Wait, interesting. So it goes from prehistory to ancients. Okay. So let me scroll instead of clicking these guys. Okay. So the Ancients and the Chaos Emeralds. The Ancients take refuge on Earth with the Chaos Emeralds. A small number of their descendants escape to a place called Mystic Ruins and build a temple to the Master Emerald. Over the course of hundreds of thousands of years, the Ancients became the Chow. Do they have a picture of that? I don't know how the Chow look, to be honest, but that's okay. Or the Ancients. I haven't really played Sonic Frontiers yet, but that is one of the games that I'm going to be playing, so I'm very excited about that. Tens of thousands of years ago, we got Dark Gaia's destruction of Earth, the earliest record. The Earth is destroyed by a super energy life form called Dark Gaia that emerged from the core of a star. This event was later recorded in the ancient documents known as the Gaia documents. Okay, okay. All right, so it looks like we're tens of thousands to thousands of years. Okay, so it looks like we're thousands of years now ago. The ancestor of the Babylonian bandits washed up on Earth. A spaceship from faraway space goes out of control, and the race that is the ancestor of the Babylon bandits crash lands on Earth. The engine unit of the ship that was separated at that time is scattered across the world and later comes to be called Ark of the Stars. The exact time is unknown. But it's funny how thousands of years ago they still had some crazy technology in the Sonic universe. Alright, thousands of years ago. The Echidna tribe is destroyed by the wrath of chaos. Oof. The Echidna tribe attacks the temple of the Master Emerald to steal it, but their Chow companions are sacrificed and the Echidna tribe is wiped out by the enraged chaos. So I'm assuming that the Chow were around and they felt this energy from the Echidna tribe, and they transformed into the monster known as Chaos and just wiped them all out. Okay, then we got 2,000 years ago. Black Arms. The Black Arms drop a flying temple on Griffith on Earth. So I should be reading more of this. That's a lot to read. But basically, what Shadow the Hedgehog covered was Black Doom trying to manipulate Shadow into believing that he was supposed to do one thing, and he was torn between decisions basically, and becoming a hero or a villain. And then we got Sonic Battle, Emerald's born. In an ancient civilization, combat robots called Gazoids are created, one of which is later named Emerald. Oh, here we go. So we got Shadow the Hedgehog again. Okay. 50 years ago. Black Doom and the Dark Pact. Black Doom contacts Professor Gerald and offers up his own DNA in exchange for guidance on how to invade Earth 50 years from now. Shadow is then created from that DNA. So Black Doom is from, or Shadow is from Black Doom's DNA, but is created in the image of Sonic, I'm assuming, by Professor Gerald. Interesting. Okay. I forgot about that. That's interesting. The Ark Destruction Incident. So this is Sonic Battle again, by the way. The ancient combat robots Gazoid that were subject of research within Ark go out of control, causing extensive damage to Ark facilities. This is one of the reasons why Gun intervenes in Ark. Oh. Ooh. Alright, here's where we get to the dark stuff. Maria is killed in a sudden gun attack. Gerald, who has lost his mind due to his granddaughter's robbery, death. Okay, so there was two ways that this was portrayed. There was one where Maria was shot, like she was actually just shot. And then there's another where it's like a crossfire situation where there's bullets flying, and then I'm pretty sure it hits something explosive, and then they just all. But I think Shadow survives, of course, yada yada. But I guess they just make that unclear because there's different ways that it's portrayed, which is kind of annoying to be honest. All right. Back to this. Gerald, who has lost his mind due to his granddaughter's robbery, prepares to take revenge on the Ark system and Shadow. But he is also imprisoned and executed. Sheesh. All right. Then we got 10 years ago, Sonic and Elise's altered history. I don't know why they mess up. There's some typos in this, but it's Elise, not Eris. Sonic and Elise go back in time and blow out the Solaris flames, which are the source of the tragedy. This means that the Solaris experiment never failed, the world is saved from crisis, and the devastated future becomes a peaceful world. However, this series of events has also never happened in history. Wow. So they're saying that all this happened, but it didn't even happen. That's a little confusing. Solaris experiment failed. Iblis's seal. When King Solania, I don't know, I forget how it's pronounced. I haven't really played the game. When King Solaris' experiments fail, he has sacrificed his own life to prevent the flames of calamity from being awakened and destroying the world, sealing Iblis within his own daughter. Sheesh. Man went to the extreme. Alright, now we're getting to the end. This is the classic Sonic era. So all of this nonsense was before Classic Sonic, which is wild. All right, so now we're moving on to the classic games. This is like Sonic Adventure. I mean, not sorry. Sorry. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 1. OGs. So we got Dr. Eggman attacks South Island. Sonic defeats Dr. Eggman, who attacks South Island to steal the Chaos Emeralds and prevents him from taking over the world. Shit. And then we got Sonic CD after 1. So it goes Sonic 1, then Sonic CD. Sonic rescues Amy, who was kidnapped by Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is terrifying, by the way. Terrifying. Amy, who had a fateful encounter with Sonic on Little Planet, became embroiled in Dr. Eggman's evil deeds and was kidnapped by Metal Sonic. Sonic defeated Metal Sonic and rescued Amy, thus thwarting Dr. Eggman's ambitions. Oh, and then we got Sonic 2. So it goes Sonic 1, Sonic CD, then Sonic 2. Interesting. Death Egg crashes into Angel Island. Sonic and Tails work together to defeat Dr. Eggman, who attacks West Side Island. The destroyed space fortress, the Death Egg, crashes and... Wait, what? Okay, so a little typo again, I'm assuming. Death Egg crashes into Angel Island. Yikes. Alright, so now we got Sonic and Knuckles. I think that's Sonic 3. But I could be wrong. Dr. Eggman tricks Knuckles into stealing the Master Emerald and plots to revive the crashed space fortress, the Death Egg. So yeah, this is right after the Death Egg crash. However, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles work together to destroy the Death Egg, thwarting Dr. Eggman's ambitions of world domination. The Master Emerald is restored, and Angel Island rises to the sky once again. Yes, that's our boys right there. Okay, so now we're getting into Sonic Mania, which is a classic game, but it's of a newer story. So Dr. Eggman unearths a gem with mysterious powers called the Phantom Ruby, which sends Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles to various worlds. After being defeated by Sonic and his friends, the Phantom Ruby leaves Dr. Eggman's hands and disappears across time and space into modern Sonic's world. So, I'm assuming that it's the same Sonic, but classic and modern Sonic are the same, right? Or wrong? I don't know. But I'm thinking that they're different because when we go to Sonic Forces, I don't remember how Eggman reacts, but they're like, oh, newly acquired Phantom Ruby. So I'm assuming that he didn't know that he was going to acquire it, but we'll see. We'll see. The fateful battle over the Phantom Ruby. After saving the world with modern Sonic in Sonic Forces, which I haven't played yet, Sonic returns to his original timeline. He chases after the flying Phantom Ruby and discovers Mighty and Ray, who have been captured. Sonic rescues them, but one of them is a fake. Sonic saves his friend and defeats Dr. Eggman, who has once again obtained the Phantom Ruby, and world peace is once again secured. Interesting. Okay, so that was Sonic Mania, and that was Sonic Mania Plus. Interesting. So the Phantom... Okay, so that's what that thing was. That wasn't a Chaos Emerald, it's Phantom Ruby. Interesting. Alright, now we got Superstars, a game that I also haven't played, but I would love to. I really would. I want to play, like, all the Sonic games, to be honest. Dr. Eggman invades the North Star Islands. Dr. Eggman and the bounty hunter Fang invade the North Star Islands. They overwork and drag Trip, who lives there, around. Sonic and his friends use the Chaos Emerald's new power, Emerald Power, what the heck, to thwart Dr. Eggman and his men's evil deeds. Some typos are a little annoying, messing me up a little bit, but I think that's because it's originally in Japanese, and I had to translate it to English. So I think there's like just some mistranslations. And now we're going into the modern Sonic era, guys. Modern Sonic. So, a fierce battle with the resurrected Metal Sonic. Fun fact, Never played Sonic 4 Episode 1, but I did beat 2. Dr. Eggman completely revives Metal Sonic. He launches the Death Egg Mark II into the sky above Little Planet and sets out to conquer the world. However, Sonic once again defeats Metal Sonic in a fierce battle, destroying the Death Egg Mark II and dashing Dr. Eggman's ambitions. Yo, Sonic needs to chill. Sonic needs to relax. He's just ruining Eggman's day all the time. Alright, Sonic and his friends save the world from the threat of perfect chaos. So this is one of the first games I grew up around. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is going to be a fun read. Dr. Eggman releases Chaos, who was sealed away in the Master Emerald, and tries to use it to take over the world. However, Chaos goes out of control and evolves into perfect chaos, bringing the world to the brink of destruction. As when we're fighting him in the city and he's giant water alligator-looking thing monster. However, thanks to Sonic and the wishes of many people, the Chaos Emeralds, which had lost their power, are restored. Sonic transforms into Super Sonic, and he stops Perfect Chaos and crushes Dr. Eggman's ambitions. Just like that. Goes flying through the city. Alright, so, another fun fact, now that we're here at Sonic Shuffle, the Crisis of Marginal World and a Different World of Light and Dreams. I've never played this game, never heard of it until recently. But there's a character called Void for anybody that's watching this. Go look up Void. Or look up Void creepy scene or something. Or I could do it right now, to be honest. But I just don't remember where it's at exactly. Let me go to my history. So yes, that. Hold up. So let's go to my history real quick. Let's go to this video real quick.
Who would have thunk?
And then just get a load of this.
Alright. So is there a minigame? There is.
Oh. Here? Is it here?
Yeah.
So this character creeps me out. When I saw him, I was like, this guy's creepy. And then I saw this, and I was like, this guy's in a Sonic game.
Am I alone? I am not alone. My friends, my brothers. I want to be whole. What are you saying?
Bless you, guy. Bless you. Yeah.
I was looking for everyone so I could be whole. And I found everyone, but everyone ran away from me. I tried to reach them, but...
You sought the precious stone because...
I am so lonely. You don't need me? But why was I born?
Well.
That right
Oh,
there.
no, that's...
I can't believe that that's in a Sonic game. That just freaks me out. But anyway, back to it. Ellie, chill out. No barking. We got the Crisis of the Marginal World. Lumina, the guardian spirit of Marginal World, summons Sonic and his friends to stop Void from conquering Marginal World. Sonic and Lumina use magic cards and force jewels to save Marginal World from the brink of collapse. So basically, this game was like about Sonic and Sonic and friends and their dreams being, I think, wiped out or something by Void, and them trying to stop him, something along those lines. And then we got Sonic Adventure 2, boys. So you guys remember how Black Doom left his DNA to the boy Gerald, you know. So with that, here we go. Dr. Eggman awakens Shadow and tries to use him to take over the world, but Shadow uses him instead to carry out the revenge plan left by Gerald. In the final stage of his revenge, Shadow remains true to his memories thanks to Amy. He cooperates with Sonic and saves the world at the cost of his own life. Fun fact, he didn't die. Shadow never dies. Don't come at me like he did either. Shadow's that boy. All right. So I've heard this somewhere else. Apparently they didn't put Sonic Advance 1 in here. I don't know why. I didn't really get into the Sonic Advance games too much. Um, but I am curious as to why they didn't add it. Like maybe it just was a at first it was maybe just like a side story, like a side game. But then maybe they built off of it and made it canon. I don't know. So, Sonic Advance 2, Cream and Cheese's first adventure. Sonic meets Cream and saves her with his friends. They rescue Vanilla. Vanilla? Do they mean cheese? I don't know. Who was kidnapped and defeat Dr. Eggman, who was plotting to build Eggman Land again. Eggman Land. That'd be a fire theme park. Alright, here we have Sonic Heroes. Metal Sonic, who has regained his sense of self, rebels and imprisons Dr. Eggman. And what? And in his name, issues a challenge to Sonic and his friends to conquer the world. Metal Sonic gathers Sonic and friends' biodata during the battle and becomes more powerful, but is ultimately defeated by Sonic and friends. Wow. Wow. Alright, and then we have Shadow the Hedgehog once again. Guys, it looks like he skips around, you know. Black Doom, an alien invader, invades Earth. Shadow, provoked by Black Doom to learn about his past, travels the world in search of the Chaos Emeralds, sometimes at odds with Sonic and others. After many struggles, Shadow defeats Black Doom, fulfills the wishes entrusted to him, and resolves to overcome his past and move forward. So, Shadow's life is mainly just like, what am I here for? What's my purpose? Or where are my memories at? What am I doing here? What am I supposed to do? But then he ultimately is just like, all right, let's just ride with it. And then he just becomes a badass. And then we're back to Sonic Battle. Dr. Eggman tries to reboot the ancient weapon Gazoid and use it to take over the world, but it doesn't work and he discards it. Sonic picks it up, names it Emerald, and raises it. Dr. Eggman tries to use Emerald, who has gained powers as a combat weapon, but ends up causing him to go out of control. There's no way to stop Emerald safely, and Sonic ends up defeating him. So I never played Sonic Advance 3. I never played well, I think I did. Let me stop. I think I played Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3, but I just never really got into them heavy. Dr. Eggman used the power of Chaos Emeralds to split the world into 7 parts. He repeatedly used Gemel, a combat robot he developed based on Emerald, against Sonic and his friends, but was unable to win, and eventually Gemel, I don't know, went berserk. Dr. Eggman was defeated. Gemel was then retrieved and repaired and adjusted by Tails and began living as a member of the Cream family. That's cute. Cream was like, I could use a robot. I'll take care of him. Then we got Sonic Rush. Blaze, the princess from another world, comes to Sonic's world. Now, let's talk about Blaze real quick. I love Blaze. One of the coolest Sonic characters out there, Blaze the cat. But I feel like they portray her differently in each game. It's so weird. Like in Sonic Rush, she's from an alternate universe, different dimension. In another game, she's from the future or the past. I don't even know. It's just a little confusing sometimes. So, Blaze comes to Sonic's world from another world in pursuit of the stolen Soul Emeralds. Through his interactions with Amy and Cream and fighting alongside Sonic, Blaze begins to trust Sonic and the others a little. Sonic and Blaze work together to defeat Eggman and Eggman Nega, and Blaze recovers the Soul Emeralds and returns to his own world. Her? Wouldn't it be her own world? I'm confused. Oh, then we got Sonic 06, the game that I'm playing right now. Alright. A major incident surrounding the Flame of Calamity begins to unfold. In order to obtain the Flame of Calamity, Dr. Eggman kidnaps Princess Elise, who was sealed by Iblis. Sonic rushes to her rescue, and Silver, who travels back in time to defeat Sonic in order to save the future. Shadow, who's on a mission to Dr. Eggman's base, and the mysterious being Mephiles all become entangled in a major incident, each with their own intentions and destinies. So this one is pretty hard to know what's going on, just off the description. So basically, Eggman trying to control Flames of Calamity, Sonic's trying to stop him and save Princess Elise, Silver going back in time to try and stop Sonic because he thinks Sonic is the one starting this calamity, and then Shadow, so Shadow's on a mission to Dr. Eggman's base too, but he gets stopped by Mephiles. So there's just a lot going on in this game, but I can't wait to play more of it, to be honest, even though people talk crap about it. Alright, then we got Sonic Riders. Battle against the Babylon Bandits in the fastest race in the world. Dr. Eggman is hosting the Dr. Eggman is hosting the Extreme Gear World's Fastest competition. Sonic and his friends compete in a heated race against the Babylon Bandits for the prize, the Chaos Emerald. However, the race is a trap set by Dr. Eggman to steal the treasures of the Babylon Temple. Yikes. Okay, I have no idea what game this is, but it looks interesting because I think that's Eggman Nega. So, Sonic and Tails are caught in a storm and washed up on Blaze's world. Interesting. They are rescued by Marine, a self-proclaimed adventurer, and while investigating the islands, they are reunited with Blaze. However, before they can enjoy the reunion, they are caught up in a national treasure, the jeweled staff, being stolen right before their eyes, and they end up chasing pirates with Blaze. Sonic and friends defeat Dr. Eggman and Eggman Nega, who were controlling the pirates, and retrieve the dual staff. What is this? Sonic Rush Adventure. Gotcha. Then we got Riders, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, I'm assuming this is. Rampage of the Sky Ruins, Babylon Garden. Jet's ancestor was capable of warp travel through gravity conversion. That spaceship was the modern Babylon Garden, and the Ark of the Seven Stars was its engine unit. When all 5 Ark of the Stars gathered in Babylon Garden floating in the sky, the output went out of control and the Babylon Garden was just on the verge of turning into a black hole. Sonic, Jet, and the others were able to avert the worst case scenario. Good job, guys. And then we got Sonic Unleashed, or Sonic World Adventure. In order to realize his ambitions, Dr. Eggman took the powers from Super Sonic, split the planet into 7, and forcibly awakened Dark Gaia. Sonic, along with the amnesiac Chip, traveled to the Gaia Temple to restore the power Chaos Emeralds in the world, regaining his powers and defeating Dark Gaia. Interesting. Dr. Eggman takes over the planet where the Wisps live and builds Egg Planet Park. He plans to steal the powerful energy of the alien Wisps who live there and activate a terrible weapon. Sonic and his friends cooperate with the Wisps even though they can't communicate with each other and thwart Dr. Eggman's mission. Sonic just be strolling up to some random aliens and be like, oh, we're getting there. 2 Sonics past and future. After his defeat at Egg Planet Park, Dr. Eggman finds the Time Eater, who can manipulate time and space. He uses its power to summon his past self and begin a plan to rewrite the timeline. Sonic is sucked into the Time Eater, who suddenly appears and wakes up in a world of pure white. He meets a smaller version of himself there, and together they work together to restore the world and his friends. whose life force and color had been sucked out, and defeat the two Dr. Eggmen and the Time Eater. That's Sonic Cross Shadow. I haven't played that yet. I bought it recently, but I'm excited to play it. Very excited. Taking advantage of the time-space anomaly caused by the Time Eater, Black Doom is resurrected. When he reunites with Shadow in the white space, he provokes him and encourages him to reawaken his powers. Meanwhile, Maria and Gerald, who were supposed to have died long ago, are also resurrected. That's interesting. They spend a fleeting precious time together in the stopped time space. Fleeting, so that means that they're probably still gone. I don't think they're actually back to life. In the end, Black Doom attempts to absorb Shadow, who has become the strongest Black Arms warrior, but Shadow's heart has not been consumed by darkness, and he refuses. With Maria's wish in his heart, he defeats Black Doom. Sonic Free Riders. Never played it, never heard of it. Extreme Girl World held in Tareg Kingdom. Dr. Eggman disguises himself as King Doc of the Tareg Kingdom in order to embed the biodata of Sonic and the other racers into Metal Sonic. That's actually cool. A Sonic Riders game with Metal Sonic in it. He holds the World Grand Prix, a global competition for extreme gear where the winner will receive a huge prize of money and treasure. The race begins where the thoughts of each participating team intersect. And we got Lost World. Dr. Eggman finds the Lost Hex, a mystical land where the Oni clan live, and uses the conch shell, which is their weak point, to enslave the 6 demons and absorb life energy from the earth. Damn, Eggman is crazy sometimes, yeah. He's interesting. However, after losing the conch shell, the 6 demons betray Dr. Eggman, banish him, steal the device, and suck out all of the life energy, putting the Earth in danger of collapse. Sonic and Dr. Eggman have no choice but to join forces to defeat the 6 demons, and they defeat them. King Dodonpa holds a car race in Dodonpa Kingdom. Dr. Eggman steals the ultimate power engine, developed by Dodonpa of the Dodonpa Kingdom, and plots to use it for evil purposes. However, just as he's using the engine for evil purposes, he's defeated by Sonic and friends. Ambitions thwarted. So this is another game I'm excited to play, even though I've heard not too many great things about it. Sonic Forces. Dr. Eggman creates an infinite army with the power of the newly acquired Phantom Ruby, and with Infinite at his side, he takes control of 99% of the world. However, Dr. Eggman and his allies are defeated by the Resistance Army formed by Sonic's friends and the Avatar, me, who joined it. Modern and classic Sonic, and peace is restored to the world. Sonic Frontiers. While investigating the ancient ruins he discovered on Angel Island, Knuckles is sent to Ares Island. Just as Knuckles thinks that Dr. Eggman's behind it, a mysterious girl appears and traps him in cyberspace. Then we got Dr. Eggman attempted to use the technology of the ancient Starfall Islands and connected to the network, causing a series of infinite incidents. Sage evolved by accessing the ancient's technology and began to interfere with Sonic in order to protect Dr. Eggman, who was trapped in cyberspace. In the process, Sage noticed the unknown potential of Sonic, whose answers could not be found through calculations, and suggested to Dr. Eggman that they fight the true enemy. Together, they defeated the End and saved the world. The End is a pretty cool name for an enemy. Sonic 06 again. The world has been devastated by Iblis. Oh gosh, okay, so we're getting close to the end, actually. The world has been devastated by Iblis. Silver and Blaze are fighting an endless battle against Iblis, who keeps resurrecting. With the guidance of Mephiles, a mysterious figure who suddenly appears, the two travel back in time to the era in which Sonic and friends live to kill the person who is said to be the Iblis trigger and cause of this. Okay, so basically what it's saying is what it said before, or what I was saying before. So Silver thinks that Sonic is the Iblis trigger, so Blaze and Silver go back in time to find out, and Silver attempts to kill Sonic. Altered future world. Due to Sonic and Elise's changes to history, the calamity of fire no longer exists. and the disaster itself has not occurred, leaving the world in a state of peace. And that is where the timeline ends, guys. So it ends with Sonic 06. That's interesting. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to do this in a little stream. I didn't feel like recording and then posting. I just wanted to have a little fun and do it live. I hope anybody that joined had enjoyed listening to me talk, looking at me read. And I will see you guys in the next stream. Potentially tonight, tomorrow, I don't know. But I will see you guys. I will be on here more. I miss streaming, I miss recording, I miss doing all this stuff. And I got a lot of Sonic games that I got playing, coming. So yeah, I love you guys. See you in the next video.